Ba 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 bum 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 bow 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 bow. Welcome back, everybody. It is time for Sunday Funday and Lord of the Rings Online. I am your host, Ferone the Gnome. And we're going to have some fun. It is Sunday. What time is it? It's just afternoon here. Just afternoon. So we missed our morning start by 4 or 5 hours. Not a big deal. We're good. We're good. Let's go ahead and get our Hello World chat going on over here. There we are. Hello world. Hey, Treat is subscribed. Thank you for that. I greatly appreciate. And welcome to the kinship, by the way. Yeah, we are multicasting on youtube.com/Ferone1, twitch.tv/Ferone, and over at X, it's at Ferone the Gnome. We may add TikTok or some other things eventually, but right now those are the three that we being me, because there's no others, other than the cat and my brother in the other room. Beyond that, it's me, but we may add some others later. Alright, blah, 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 blah. Let's do all the normal things we always say. Hit the subscribe, the like, the follow, all those kinds of things. Let's play Lord of the Rings Online. So currently, my champion is max level 150. He got to the city of Umbar in the Corsairs of Umbar expansion. And that city is huge! Oh my god, that city is insanely large. And then below it, there's a whole nother underground city that is large. And I am completely and utterly lost in this city and don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's overwhelming to the nth degree. So, what I'm going to do is I was doing quests all over. Underground, above ground, and just everything I found something, I was doing quests. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over to the entrance to the city, look for quests there, and start there. See if that'll make it a little less, crazy. Crazy. Speaking of which, by the way, for those that do not know, this is Lord of the Rings Online, an MMORPG. It's been around for 18 years, I believe now. It is ran by Standing Stone Games. You can go over to lotro.com, lotro.com, create an account, download the game, and play for free up to level 95. The current max level is 150. They put out expansions every year or so, usually every year, here lately. And there should be another one at the end of this year, in fact. So there was one at the end of the last year. And so it is in full development. It's been around for a freaking long time, and in my eyes, it's the best MMORPG on the market. We got our 50 virtues. What I've been doing with this lately, by the way, is I go to my shared storage, and I got this one tab that I put things in for my lower level alt characters and stuff. I've been throwing them in there, as well as the money. So then on my alts, whenever I decide to play them, I just pull them up, and I'll grab some virtue for them and some money that they can sell at the vendor, and they're good to go. So let's grab our bags to start out here. Yeah, I ran into a situation last time. I won't have to buy another large crafting carry-all, but I'm not going to do it right now because I don't have the money in game for it right now. So we got our small auto gatherer, 2 of those. They're called auto gatherers because I clicked this little thing here and then clicked up here and changed their name, and I set them to auto. All my other carry-alls, you'll see are the auto is not on, so they all go to those. That's why I call them auto gatherers. Then later on, I unload everything in the auto gatherers and separate them out into the individual crafting carry-alls, for which you can tell I have named, like that one's wood, leather, overflow, blah blah. You might have noticed I have 2 overflows now, because literally I've got that much junk. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Then we get our essences. Don't need our housing bags. Holy crap, we're up to 3 large housing now. Need our junk and our 3 task item bags. We don't really need the small map one. We'll hold off on that for right now. And I think we're good to go. This is part of that underground thing I was talking about. If I zoom out, this is a whole massive thing of underground. It's incredible. And then you zoom out from that, that's the overground, the city areas, and it's huge, just insanely huge. We want to go back over here, though. Umbar Baharbal West Gate. So what we're going to do is we'll choose one of these returns that I have. Those aren't the city proper, are they? This one is. We'll go here and then we'll use a mount or something to Stable Master to get to where I'm wanting to go to start for the day. When we get over there, I'm going to check the sound. I think the sound's a little bit, y'all let me know, a little bit too loud. Y'all let me know if that's too loud, y'all can hear me. But I'm going to turn it down just by default here because it seems like it's blaring. Audio, oh yeah, I had the music really loud. Y'all tell me if that gets too low, although right now as I'm saying this, there's no music going on right now. It's very low. So we won't know for a bit. So we're right here. Is there a hope you are well? I am fantastic. You know why? Because it's the weekend. It's the weekend, and that is greatness. I need a mount. There's no Stable Masters where I'm at. So we may just have to hop on our mount and ride, Clyde. Let's do that. We'll get on our ordinary mount because this is a very tight city. So getting around on a war steed can be quite interesting. Here we are. The city is beautiful. Corsairs of Umbar expansion is absolutely beautiful. It takes you a while. You have to go through like I think 4 books in its epic storyline before, I think on the 5th one, you finally get out to the Umbar area, you know, down south in the tropical areas. But once you get there, it's just incredible. Yeah, keep following this way. Music was a little loud, but I think it's good now. Okay. Hello, Ferone. How's it going? It's going fantastic. Everybody, please be sure to head over to youtube.com/Ferone1 and hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 1,000. I've been trying for years, and it's just the elusive number that I cannot hit. People don't love me. They just don't love me. Let's check our VIP item. If you are a free-to-play person and or you've never played the game, you're thinking about coming and you're wondering why you would actually pay a subscription, first off, if you don't have the money, can't afford it, you got a lot of things going on, life is expensive. I understand these things. Don't spend the money on the subscription. You don't need it. You can earn all the money in-game to unlock almost everything. There's a couple of things you can't unlock. But if you do decide to do the subscription, when you have the subscription, I'm going to go ahead and throw this item away because I'm going to get another one. You'll find Venda Kranzbil in all of the major cities, and she'll have a quest for you every 14 days. You just right-click on her.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
And you just take her quest and turn her
Greetings,
quest in.
friend.
You get 2 items. The first one is a subscriber's jug. This will accelerate your crafting time, prevent item wear from combat, crafting, and defeat, and it lasts 14 days. You just right-click it, you'll see a buff right there. It looks like a little heart. You can take that item and you can throw it away. The other item, put it somewhere where you're not going to throw it away. You can right-click this anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. Dungeon, anywhere. And it gives you all these options. You can pull up a shop to buy and sell stuff or to do a repair, even though you won't have to do repair because you have that buff that doesn't allow anything to get damaged. You can open up your vault. You can open up your shared storage. It's incredible. You can open up your wardrobe. I love the wardrobe. It's my best feature of the game, my favorite feature of the game. You can open up the auction house. And if you're high enough, you'll understand what this is. This is legendary item. You need to be around 48 or higher before you get your legendary item. But you can open this up anywhere and reforge your legendary items. So it's an insane benefit if you can afford it. Don't go out of your way and not be able to feed your kids to get it. But if you can and you want to, absolutely it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Alright, so let's see if we got some quests around here to do. I know we had one with that was that guy right there, and it's not above his head anymore. It makes me think that we did whatever that was. I want to kind of look around here at the entry area. Kaibar had something going on.
The rest of the crew will be somewhere within the city now.
We need
Searching
to
for
search.
information that will aid us.
Okay, so he's basically telling us that we need to go find our party, which spread out around the city, and do various quests for them, and I've done some for them already. I'm going to go ahead and lower the music a little more. It still seems a bit loud in my ears, but it may be different across the broadcast. So let's see here. Oh, I forgot to say. My bad, kinspeople. Good morning. Just did that in kinship chat. Also, let me go ahead and pop this up. If you are looking for a kinship, that's what a guild is called in Lord of the Rings Online, is a kinship. If you're looking for a kinship to hang out in, have some fun, make some new friends, I run the Lorebound Walkers kinship on the Peregrine server. That's one of the new 64-bit servers. It's a roleplay encouraged server. Doesn't mean anything, don't worry about it. Just means all the good people come over here. You don't have to roleplay. All of the angry, hate everybody, learn to play noob people go over to the non-roleplay server. So that's why we chose the roleplay server. Come over to Peregrine server and join us in the Lorebound Walkers. You can go to our Discord. Go to Ferone.com, click on the gnome's face, and then in the navigation up there you'll see our Discord server you can click on. Go in there, go to the introductions channel, introduce yourself. We'll get and read the rules, and we'll get you some access and get you into the kinship, and you can start having a lot of fun with this. We have a ton of people play this game, and a ton of people is actually in our kinship. It is early in the morning, as we already said, or afternoon, so there's not a lot on right now, but we average around 10 to 15 people online most times, and that's people logging in and out, so it's not just the same 15. So what I'm saying is we're an extremely large kinship with a very active Discord. If you're into Discord, you will love our kinship. Alright, so we got a new Slayer deed with these guys. I'm kind of looking around, though, just trying to see if I can see any quest things pop up on the mini-map. So one of the things with Lord of the Rings Online is that you generally can't hit the M and just look for things that you can go get. Those are things where I've got stuff I need to do already that you saw popped up on it. So you kind of got to run around and watch your mini-map to see if you see quests pop up on there that you can take. Looks like Elvis the cat is up. He's over there munching. I'm sure he'll join us in a moment. That is my giant Maine Coon cat. He's my baby. I love him. Another really cool feature that I found here whenever I started playing the Corsairs of Umbar expansion is it was available for a long time, but I never really realized what it was, is the introduction of it wasn't great, is the allegiance system. So in Corsairs, I joined a couple of allegiances. This is the Order of the Eagle. By the way, you can get to this by clicking the little arrow down at the bottom. Y'all probably can't see that because, yeah, I've still got this up on the screen. Man, I'm a moron. But you click the little button right below my my bar down there so y'all can't see it. And then you come up here and you click on character. Whoops, wrong thing. Let's do that again. You come up to character, don't click. Come across and you can click on allegiances. That'll bring up your allegiances window. And there's multiple allegiances that you can join. In the Corsairs, there is the Ledger Keepers and the Order of the Eagle. And basically, you there'll be a button up here to say you want to join the allegiance, or down here, I can't remember where it's at. We'll check here. It's right here. Join. You join that allegiance. In this button up here will be set active if you got more than others, because you see that one's set active. So right now, this one is my active because it's got hide there instead of set active. While this is active, whenever I am completing quests, and I don't have any items over here, and have items that I can click on to give me allegiance points, those allegiance points go to this, and you can see right here it's like an experience bar. Whenever that gets all the way over here, I'll go to rank 8, and at rank 8 I can claim these eagle bits. It's a currency. So then I go over to that allegiance vendor, whatever they call him, and quartermaster probably, and get stuff. So kind of cool, I wish I would have realized that's what that was when I was playing through the Gondor expansion. Why is my brain going dead on that? Fate of Gundabad? Gundabad. It was Gundabad, not Gondor. Gundabad. Fate of Gundabad expansion. Because I would have been using the allegiance on that one. I honestly did not realize that it had it. Like I said, the introduction wasn't great. Didn't really explain to me what the heck it was. You can see, if I click on here, you can see right here the Zelruka clan, and I joined it even. I didn't I didn't know I was supposed to be doing anything with it. Oh well. At any rate, you live and learn. I went through a whole expansion with allegiances and didn't know I had to do something with it. Oh, it's an incredible game. It's absolutely massive, and there's so many things that you'll miss easily. That's why it's good to be in a good kinship that can help you and answer your questions and stuff. I'm not seeing quest here. I want to check this whole district, but I may have already done everything in this district. May need to go to the next district over. I was mainly trying to see and make sure that I wasn't missing anything. Discovered Velk and Cockle Tavern, I think it said. I'm not the fastest reader in the world, so things pop up and I try to read it, and you know, it disappears off the screen quickly. He's a patron, can't click on him. Is there any doors in here that open? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well, we got the credit for the discovery of that area. We'll move on. See what else we can find. But as you can see, I mean, the city is insanely large. Multiple stable masters, multiple milestones, and then when you go underground, the undercity area, multiple milestones, multiple stable masters down there as well. It's quite impressive. I honestly wish. I mean, that's kind of a I don't know if I want this to happen or not, but it's like a landmine. But kind of wish they'd go back and maybe make a new expansion that includes it's all about Minas Tirith and give Minas Tirith this treatment. Oh my God, if they can make Minas Tirith massive like this, it is big, but if they could give it this grandness that they did in this expansion to Umbar, holy crap, that would be amazing. Yeah, it's just trainers out there. I'm not seeing anything. We're getting close over here, though, to one of them that I think I've already got. Where was that at? It was that way. Is there a door I have to go through or something? There's a Forge Master. Oh, what we got here? Oh, that's right. I'm on a quest right now where this guy that's an entertainer of some form, poems or acting or something. I didn't really read the quest. I'm sorry. I'm bad this time. There's been so many quests I haven't read all of them. I feel bad about that. But it is what it is. And he's got some flyers he wanted me to go put out on places. So this apparently is a good place for a flyer, and we're going to put it there. Telling people about his show or something or another. When we go back to him and turn in, we'll read and see what it was. There's a study. That door is not openable, so we will leave that alone. But I see a quest that's over to my right. We'll try to find that. How do I get there? It was over that way. Okay. Out here and take a right. That's how massive and confusing this city is. You have to kind of sit down and plot your way to stuff. Was it back this way? It may have been up this road here. Hold on a second. Let me turn the fan down. I can hear that it's buffeting on the microphone. There we are. Not nearly as bad. I had the fan on high overnight because it was a little warm. I wanted to. I have to have moving air. All right, so there's Sirgon. That's one of our people in our entourage here. So he's gonna have something big for us.
I must confront my old friend Belondor. I cannot put it off any longer.
I will never face it. No, do not seek to dissuade me. I am resolute. If you are a friend, you will aid me in this. The woman Bellandor loved was a noble woman of the city. Woman Bellandor loved was a noble woman of the city. And she was called Meshka. I believe her home must be somewhere within the upper ward, and the folk within may tell us where she lives with Bellandor. It is a gamble, of course. The two may dwell now within the citadel of winds, as befits a leader of the kindred and his wife. But it might not be so, and folk of the upper ward may tell us. Alright, so we will do that. Ooh, this quest has got a new ring. I like it. This is something I've noticed in this expansion when I got up to this level, I should say. I'm noticing that the items generally have more than just your basic essence slot. They also have a primary essence slot. And there's another one, I can't remember what it was. I've seen it on some that it's a third slot. So that's new that I hadn't been seeing before. Alright, from that, he has given us quest in this direction. So I'm betting that this district is where we should go work next. That's what we will do. Oh, let's do this. Let's change our outfit to something more fitting. There we are. Looks more like the area we're in. Wow, this place is beautiful. Holy crap. Discover the baths of Illini. If I couldn't read that. That word just was too hard.
Cannot help you. I am sorry.
Okay, so we're talking to the residents, basically.
The elite of the city had gathered here, and I will not give any of them an excuse to complain about my food or my service.
So this right here is his modest gift of Uri. That is a consumable item. That is the thing I was talking about that will go towards your allegiance experience. Alright, you there? Can you carry plates and trays of food without spilling them everywhere? Good, I need help. One of my workers is sick today, but this party must be a success. The elite of the city are gathered here, and I will not give any of them an excuse to complain about my food or my service. Wash your hands and take this tray of food to table 3. Apparently now we're a waiter. Alrighty. We're trying to fit in and gain information, so yes, we will play along. Where do I actually take this? Wash your... Oh, I bet you I have to talk to him after washing.
Do you have need of something?
Good. Your hands are clean. I wish we had time to do something about your clothing, but we do not. Pick up that tray of meat and bring it to table 3. It is the one on the other side of the fountain. Those carnivores, they have been hounding me for their meal. Carnivores, good lord. Alright. So we'll take this meat over here to somewhere on the other side of the fountain, he said. Oh, is it that fountain? What fountain is he saying? It's a bit confusing because I thought it was the fountain he was standing in front of, but maybe he means the big water bath thing there that we just went across or went by. I'm not seeing another table though. Confusing! It's a confusing quest. Oh great, now I'm over here and I bet you if I go through the water it'll ruin the food. Oh, now I gotta jump. Which gotta use 2 hands, not 1. I'm holding my coffee. Do I have to pick up both of them? Maybe that's why it's not giving me it. Nope, that's not it. Where exactly is this table I'm supposed to take it to? Are y'all table 3? Y'all appear to be table 3. Thank you. Back to Brudo.
What news has come in with the tide?
Next, I need you to clean off the dishes from tables 4, 5, 6, and 7. Those tables are near the man in green with the purple sash. You see him? He's over there making a fool of himself with his silly dancing. There is no music. What is he dancing to? The tune is of his own making, and I say it is his own madness. Alright, so we gotta go clean some tables by somebody in green that's dancing. Alright, I don't see him, but we'll just try to find him. Oh, there's the dancing fool. Okay, here's our dirty dishes. This reminds me of the Yule Fest quest where you go around cleaning up all of the tables. I love Yule Fest, mainly because, well, Christmas is my favorite time of year, but beyond that, I love how the quests are all lined up so easily to do in that expansion. Or not expansion, sorry, in that seasonal event. I always do the Yule Fest.
There is much to be done, and fewer hands by which to do it.
Bruto takes the dirty dishes from you and sets them down on the table. I have one last task for you, one of the guests. It is his birthday. I wish I had known in advance so I could have prepared something special, but this Semolina? Good lord, cake will have to do. He is the merchant at the long table just to the east. Please bring it to him. Tell him it is a gift from the chef. Okay. Semolina. I cannot even begin to say that. Is this... Yep, it's yours. And let's go back. And we went right by him. Alright.
There is much to be done, and fewer hands
okay.
by which to do it.
The random, voiceovers instead of voiceovers for the actual quest text is so annoying. You performed better than I expected. If your pockets are ever light, come to me. Well, if I'm more work for you, it is always somebody's birthday after all. He smirks. The regular fellow will likely not be sick tomorrow, I suppose, but still, what I said is true. You will be welcome whenever it is someone's birthday. Alright, so we finished that little quest, and I'm going to show this to you. So we got this thingy here. And I'm going to open up my allegiance, and you can see we're at 400 of 1700. I'm going to right-click it. Now we're at 600 of 1700. So that's how the allegiance stuff works. At least for gaining rankings in your allegiance. It's kind of cool once I knew what it was and how to use it. She's walking away. There we are.
I know nothing that will help you. You have my apologies. Now, move on.
Okay. I think I saw somebody over here somewhere that had a quest thing above their head. I probably didn't. Okay, so now we're going to go down here, get in the water, jump across, and come back up and look for somebody over in this direction. Can we see it on the map? Should be one that way. No, should have been right here. Oh, it's a good place to place one of the flyers. Okay. Alright. I don't see anything else. We're gonna jump on the mount so we can move faster. Run around this little bath area just to make sure. Ah, you decided you posted enough. It went away. I couldn't read it. Enough flyers. Might as well burn the rest. Okay. Well then. Are they in here? They're not in here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the flyers. Anyway. So I don't see anything popping up there, but let's take a real quick gander around this area. Make sure that we're not missing anything before we move on to the next area. Yeah, I don't see anything. Let's go on. Look for anything over here to do. Well, this area has seen some destruction. Oh, I see a quest over here. Okay, it's one of the citizens or residents.
Belondor? Ah, he is the master of fleets and well loved by his people.
And when he is not at sea, you will usually see him walking through the fleet fast, down by the shore. He is a good man, well loved by his people. They say he was instrumental in organizing the overthrow of the Church of the All-Seeing and the casting off of our Orakai shackles. But that is just what I heard. I can tell you no more than this. Okay. We will continue looking. What is this over here? Wow, that's pretty. Everywhere you look, there's something just beautiful in this expansion. Oh, what we got going on here? This is a quartermaster.
Umbar is a free city at last.
For the Ambari Tom coins that we've been collecting. It's a different one. I've got all of these return tos already. Return to Jack's Fanal. If I check right here, we'll see them. Yeah, Harlax, Jack's Fanal. Oh, yeah, I've got all this, so don't need to worry about those. What is that? Oh, it's a crafting recipe. So they've got tons of things in this expansion to buy as rewards. Housing, something other. Pets. Let's check the pets. Tome of the Crocodile Hatchling. And I do not have... If you ever wondered why you can't buy something, hover your mouse over the button where you'd actually buy and it'll tell you your standing is too low. So if I go back up here and look at it, it says... Doesn't actually say what standing that requires. Oh, but I can see it here in the drop down. Friend. I'm not friend yet, so I can't have that pet. Alright, and there's some other cool stuff. We're not going to mess with it too much. Tome of the Proud Lioness pet. That's cool, but you gotta be kindred with that. We'll get there eventually. So what are our quests here?
Good day to you, traveler.
We must continue to improve the fortunes of Umbar Barabal for all of its citizens. If you're willing to lend your efforts several more times, I will be able to reward your accomplishments. It's a repeatable quest, and I've never done it. Complete Fortunes of Umbar Barabal daily quest. One of the things you get is Embers of Enchantment, which is kind of a problem. I have been maxed on Embers of Enchantment forever, and I don't know what to use them for. I have not seen anything that I need to use them. I don't know. Point is, we do get a modest gift of Ori. That's always good. Okay, so if I accept this, then, well, that's delayed.
Good day to you, traveler.
If you're looking for embers, but I'm not. Okay, I'm not going to take that right yet. What is the...
Do you have need of something?
Oh, these are different ones. What standing is this? Ledger Keepers. So these are the Ledger Keepers. Okay. I haven't done much in them yet, so I don't have their coins and stuff. But I can see that they've got a pet that you can get. What is this? Wow, check out that weapon. That's cool. And this one. And they have a silver donkey pet. A bookcase. I'd like to have that for the kinship house. Return to Bloody Eagle Tavern. I've got that, I believe. That's nice looking. Does it have stats? It does. But I clearly have better than it, but for the looks, it's neat. They have some nice outfits in this expansion. You know me, I'm always looking for something else to add to my wardrobe to use with other things. Ooh, they have some nice rings. Very nice. Okay, so that's where that person is for the Ledger Keepers. What do we got around here? There's something over here. Ah, another one of the residents.
No, I have not seen Belandor today, but you just missed his wife, Meshka.
She was heading south toward the Cell Haven. She may have been bound for the market of the Upper Ward that is on the way, or one of those in the Cell Haven. If you hurry, you might still catch her. Okay, so now it's saying talk to Mishka. So we will assume that it's in this direction somewhere. My God, this city is insanely large. Oh, do I have this stable master? Probably don't, so we'll go over here and make sure to get that first. Nope, we did not have the stable master yet.
Good day to you, traveler.
Alright. Now back down here. Another crafting market here. What's the deal with the open flame? Is that just a cooking spot, I bet? Oh, I burned the rest of those flyers. Okay. The House of the Twisted Vines.
Ah, what a mess this is. As a representative of this fine community, I cannot allow this to stand.
This large gifted order is another one of the Allegiance ones. I'll give you 500 for it. In Umbar, Baraba, we care for our own. It is true in most districts of the city, but it is more true in the upper ward than anywhere else. If a merchant loses his stall or his goods to the actions of an undesirable few, the others band together to see that he is made whole, and the wrongful parties are dealt with. That is why we must do something about the upstarts who have taken over the Raven and Albatross. They tried to send a message to the proprietor of this inn, the House of Twisted Vines, by ruining some of his prized trellises, as you can see, but this cannot go unpunished. I am a representative of the community here in the Upper Ward, and my name is Dehabux. I speak for myself, but more importantly, I speak for the community. For the sake of its people, you will tell me what you know about these upstarts. You did not see the attack? Then I shall count upon you to mete out, that's weird, the justice that is required. The upstarts that did this can be found fortifying the Raven and Albatross here in the Upper Ward. They will not be afraid to kill you, I'm afraid, but the community will reward you if you risk this danger. Alright. Is there anything else here? Is the door openable? It is not. So where does he want us to go? It's back behind us that we can't get into. There's also a quest or something over here. We'll go to that, then we'll go back around and see if we can find out how to get to where he's wanting us to go. Oh, it's Meshka.
Yes, can I help you with something? What is it?
Oh, Sergon had to show up.
I do not care for your choice of friends, stranger.
Meshka addresses Sergon with hatred in her voice. You are bold to come here, Sergon of Gondor, but foolish. My husband suffered much at your hands and those of your master. For you to come here now, she falls silent. Not here. You will come to the home I share with Belendor, and there we will speak. It is the northeast, here in the Upper Ward. Do we not have to talk to Sergon? I guess not. Okay. Let me see in the quest here. Here comes something another speak with the merchant. Yada. Where's it at? There it is. The city, Sergon's wound. The city, Sergon's wound. It's this one. And it's blinking. Okay, it's up here in that area where we need to go kill bad guys anyway. So let's figure out how to get there. This looks like we're going in the right direction. And those do appear to be bad guys. I wonder, do I have a Slayer deed for them? I do. I'm on the advanced version. It's almost done. Let's go ahead and collect up everybody. just finished something. That was the Rat Catchers of Umbar Advanced Slayer deed. Title awarded Rat Catcher, and deed bestowed is Defender of Umbar. It's two different slayers, basically. Is this not where I was supposed to go? Let me check something. It's over that way, and don't appear to be able to get there from here. So maybe we have to go around to get to it. We can stop off and turn that quest in, though, see if it advances.
Those louts will think twice before crossing the Golden Hand.
My associates have sent word of your deeds to me, and I approve. Those upstarts will think twice before crossing the Golden Queen again, and if they do, they know what will happen to them. Did I not say before that I am an agent of Lady Harmelic? I believe I made it clear to you that I represent the community of the Upper Ward, and if you are to spend time here, you must know or must learn this simple truth. Lady Harmelic is the Upper Ward. It is her coin that good lord, you now, and her favor you have earned. Cherish it, for it is of great value. No follow-up, but let's check our thing over here. So we've got this one. Boom, we're getting close to hitting the next rank on that. Alright, so let's go around this way. More crafting stations. How do you get to this? Oh, maybe. Meshka waits for you outside her home, surrounded by guards. And Sergon.
I was not certain you would dare come here.
But since you have, you'll hear my words before you and your friend die. Meshka holds up her hand, signaling to her guards that they should await her command. For years after Sergon drove my intended to his death, I lived a life of mourning, believing he died at sea. I married, and it was a marriage of great happiness, at least until its ending, when my husband was seized by the Church of the All-Seeing and burned alive, sacrificed to his dark lord. Why do I tell you this? I tell you this so you will know I am no wilting flower. I've been forged of tough steel, hardened by fire and by the salt spray. There's a reason Belendor was my first intended, for he is the same, made durable by his experiences. For he did not perish beneath the waves when Sergon pursued him through the rocks of Shedexkin. He survived as a castaway among the Shield Isles, sun-scorched and bitter, until he was taken aboard an Ordakai galley. In time he came to Umbar and served in the fleet fast, becoming one of its dedicated defenders, but the rule of the heirs of Castamere rankled him. He began a friendship with Azagath the Sea Shadow and others who would come to supplant the heirs. This kindred of the coins rules wisely and fairly, unlike either the heirs of Castamere or the steward of Gondor. What final words have you to say, Sergon? Will you beg the forgiveness of my husband? I will give your words to him if they please me. I do not beg forgiveness, Meshka, for I know forgiveness is not deserved. If there is a message to give from me to your husband Belendor, it would be this. The wound I suffered the night we dueled after dinner was mortal. It was not a deep cut, not physically, but that wound has stayed with me since the night. I will not beg for forgiveness, or say that following the command of the steward Denethor protects me from your reprisal. But know that I am forever changed by what I did to your husband, Belendor, though I did not know it, but now I see that I was. I believed I missed the sea and sailing and traced my miseries to giving up that life. But I see now that it was my friendship with your husband that I truly missed, and the innocence of my youth before I committed the act by which I am now forever judged, and judge myself. If this is the wound that is to slay me now, I welcome it. I ask that you spare Lorendin, who had no part in earning this, but I will not run from it.
We were all wounded on that night, Zircon. And none of us knew how deeply.
Meshka stares at Sergon for a long moment and then motions for her guards to stand down. Your wounds ring true to me. I have spent years dwelling upon my hatred of you for the treatment suffered by Belendor at your hands, and at the hands of Gondor, and though that land is ruled now by a king and not a steward, I believe in my heart that it would be no different if those events happened today and not long years ago. I did not forgive you then, and I do not forgive you now. Meshka shakes her head, and for the first time today you see her smile. But men are weak, Sergon. Know this. When the streets of Umbar Baharbel, filled with soldiers of Ordok, and the heirs of Castamir sailed with the Corsairs to Gondor, my husband Belendor weighed his hatred for Gondor against them, and dispatched a ship for Peligare, bearing a warning for you. I counseled against it. It seems it did not matter, for the ship never arrived. No doubt it was sunk by the heirs, and no warning ever came to you. My first husband was a good man, slain by Ordok. My second husband, Belendor, helped to overthrow those who killed my first, and he established a new order in Umbar, the kindred of the coins, which will usher in an era of prosperity and peace. If he has any fault, it is that he forgives too readily, and is pleased to forget the sins of Gondor if it means Umbar will have a fresh beginning. This is not a fault that I share, therefore I give you your life, Sergon. But I banish you from the upper ward. If I see you return, I will order my guards to slay you where you stand. Now be gone. Our business here is done. I have much to think about, Lorendin. Let us leave the upper ward. I believe Meshka was serious, and it is not safe for us to remain here. But why is it not safe for me? I didn't do anything. Hey, Meshka, what? Oh, okay, I guess I'll leave. Death by association. Alright, I see nothing here. I'd be willing to bet that this is where he went to, so we'll go back over to see Sergon. What was the green one? Come one, come all? Oh, that was for the flyers, I bet. Well, we'll go down and see him first, come back around here and get this area. Like I said before, the area is so vast, so massive and filled with stuff that if I don't stay on like a set course, a set of my own setting, follow it in a particular path, it's really easy to get extremely overwhelmed with everything that's possible to be done here. So that's why I'm trying to keep it to a specific path right now. And that being said, this is the first time I've played this. When I play Lorendin, I am playing content for the first time. He is my highest level. So y'all see me reacting for the first time to things that I've never seen before. Here we are.
I feared a confrontation with Belondor, but I should have more feared his wife, Meshka.
I have spent our journey from the Shield Isles fearing a confrontation with Belendor the Randon. It seems I should have more feared his wife, Meshka. I warrant that she is more fierce than he is. I hope I have not endangered our own mission here. He will learn from her that I am in the city, that is true. But the personal nature of our conversation may mask that I came here at the command of King Elisar. Perhaps that will prove a helpful distraction for the kindred of the coins when the time comes to rescue the captives. Excuse me. Much to think about. Thank you for helping me with this, my friend, and I am sorry to have brought you into danger. It could have gone worse, but it did not. My apologies all the same, Lorandon. I will continue seeking out information, just not within the upper ward of the city. Okay, so we're about to get that ring. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. And our reputation changed as well, so that's awesome. Let's see. It's a vitality. And that other one is really good. We're not getting rid of that. This one I'm losing some stuff, but I can put essences into it. This was a primary. Perfect. So we'll take a might, because we'll need that. And we'll add that to the ring that we're about to put on. And what was this? Oh, it's allegiance points, so we'll go ahead and consume that. We're up to 1200 of 1700 on that. And let's go ahead and put this on. Good, it did the right one. We need to get a basic essence out. Let's see what we got going on here. These are my traceries and runes. Let me see. Do I have a basic? No. How about a might? Does that do the same thing? Nope, those are basic essences. What about over here? Don't have any might over here at all. So that won't be good. How about crypt? Essence of critical rating. Minimum level 120, doesn't have an upper level. We'll go ahead and take that and add that to our ring. So now if we check our ring, there we are. But I don't have any of the primary essences to use on that other item that was needing it. Let's take a look and see where we should head. Oh, this popped up over here. We should go check that out. Oh, it's Gimli.
I never thought I would say something like this, but these Corsair vessels do not compare to the Wave Hunter.
Now that was a fine ship. Ah, what has happened to me, Lorandon? I've been beside the water for too long. I will be dreaming about the gulls next like poor Legolas. No, it is only a jest. I like good strong earth beneath my feet and always will. Legolas and I have been trying to speak to the dock workers in the Sail Haven, but they have not been very helpful to us. Perhaps you will have more good fortune than we have. If we could aid our mission here with suspicious glances, we would have the victory already and be halfway back to Gondor by now. I do not think these folks see many long beards here, and elves are even more rare. Ooh, we're going to get a new pair of pants from this quest. Let's see what he wants us to do. Basically head over this way, I would assume. He wants us to talk to the dock workers, which I can see some of the dock workers are hostile, so that'll be interesting.
There was a time when asking questions would get you brought to the temple on the hill.
Oh, I just want to stop there. By the church of the All-Seeing, be glad those times are past, stranger. But I have nothing to say to you, just be glad the kindred of the coins rules us now and not the empire of Ordok. Who else? There's another one down here. Questions like this are like to get...
Questions like
there it
this
goes.
are like to get you in trouble, stranger.
And sooner than you might be prepared for. Oh, he wants to fight. Hold on. Hold my L. I give up, and I run away. Another one over this way, it would appear.
It is said wherever elves and dwarves go, trouble is sure to follow. Because I've seen you with them.
I am not saying I agree with it, but this is something you will hear in Umbar if you keep your ears open. There are other whispers as well, that Tumuldo Fiercewater got himself killed in Gondor, and his wife Nakasi burned the White City to the ground to avenge him. I do not know the truth of it. Why? Tumuldo is probably still alive. He has disappeared before for weeks at a time, and I do not believe something just because I heard someone say it. The two of them are beloved by the folk of the Selhaven, and have been ever since they helped us cast off the yoke of Ordok and the Church of the All-Seeing. If something has happened to the two of them, Harbor Warden Eshman will know of it. His office is in the tall blue tower to the south. I cannot guarantee he will speak to you, to such as you, but you may find it valuable to try. I'm guessing that's over here. How come I see another quest thing back here? Not just him, but something else. Oh, it's Legolas.
The people here do not know some of what we know.
And I recommend we keep it that way. If it came clear that some of the rumors they have dismissed are true, let us say it may become more difficult for us to accomplish our mission. We should speak with the Harbor Warden and learn what we can of Nakasi's whereabouts. She knows you by sight and will not have forgotten your face. She could make things very difficult for us. And there was... It's him. I swear it's him. That's weird. Was there clickable? It's just the quest is still showing him as active even though there's nothing to do with him. So that is odd. And just like it's showing the same thing for Gimli as well. Do we need to go back and talk to Gimli? I don't think we do. I don't see it over here. We're going to assume that we don't and keep moving on. As much as I love this game and truly, truly do believe it's the best MMORPG on the market, I also, over time, have come to the conclusion that the designers tend to get a bit of tunnel vision. They know what's supposed to happen, what you should be doing, what you should be thinking at that point in the quest, and therefore they don't look at it usually from a perspective of somebody not knowing what they should be doing. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to figure out where you need to be going and what you should be doing.
Good day to you, traveler.
Have you heard about the many animals that have been put on display in the menagerie of the Upper Ward? A man called Izoti has gathered a number of fearsome creatures. Just thinking about them fills me with dread. He is to be found by Bith Gaba in the Upper Ward. When I am done with my work, I will go there right away. Talk to him in there? Okay, so we got a quest to go talk to a guy. We'll just get that since we found it here and continue on our way. Here we are.
Might you spare a moment?
Clear skies and swift sails to you, Koltek. Oh, of course, the chest. Yes, it was supposed to arrive 2 days ago. However, the ship it was on was ransacked by Corsairs not far from port. The ship has only just come in, and half her cargo is gone, namely the expensive half. I am afraid Koltek's chest was among the items not found. Koltek has always had good taste, and it seems the Corsairs agreed. I do not know what is in that chest, but I do have a sense of where it might be. Corsairs and smugglers move freely in the Umbar Mok. Seeing as how those items were freshly seized, it is most likely they are in Deshuk, the Blood Market. That's in Dil Irmiz, the Berths. It is an area rife with thieves, smugglers, and Corsairs, and it is where I would go if I was looking to offload freshly stolen goods. I would start there. Be careful, that is a very dangerous area, and smugglers are not likely to part with their hard-won treasures with just a stern word. Let's take a look here. So we got this little green thing over here, Sanctified Remains. Drop the coins into the sea. Okay, we'll take care of that in just a moment. And then this one way out here. There we are. The city, elves and dwarves. Okay, so that's where we need to go. Probably where that tower is they were talking about. Let's go this way. Do I... Oh, here we go. You let the coin slip through your fingers into the waves. Okay. That is done. Let's go this way. If we can. We have no idea. We'll just walk up here. Oh, looks like we're going to have to get wet no matter what. Here we go. I think we need to go up this way. Yeah, that's likely the tower they were talking about. I'm going to assume it is. Harbor Warden's Tavern. Well, let's see what we got here.
Yes, what is it? Ishmun is too busy to speak with anyone.
But I am his assistant and can aid you with any of your needs, so long as it is in the power of the Harbor Warden to grant it. What do you want? You ask the Harbor Warden's assistant what he knows about the ship of Nakasi Wave Reaper. He seems about to answer quickly and then catches himself. He thinks for a moment. Do you know something? I have not seen Nakasi or Tumulto in some time. There have been whispers about them down in the Sailhaven, but now that you mention it, it is rather strange that they have not come to see Ushman in the past few days. Their ship is hard to miss. Usually it is docked right over there. Is that all? Good day to you then. Okay then, he's just done with us. What we got going on up here? Oh, it is Eshman himself. Let's go click on him.
My duties are many, and there are none but me who can see to them.
Hell, I am Ushman, Harbor Warden and captive of the Haven, and I was appointed to this station by the authority of Tumuldo Fiercewater, greatest to my mind of the kindred of coins. Is there some matter that demands my attention, or have you merely come to admire the craftsmanship of the Umbari? You tell Ushman that you have come to help rout those loyal to the heirs of Castamere from Umbar Baharville. Is that so, stranger? I must admit I am more accustomed to visitors perusing our markets than leaping at the opportunity to involve themselves in the affairs of the kindred of the coins, but I have been left little choice, it seems.
Those still loyal to the heirs of Castamere will find no peace in Umbar.
Before I took up this station, the captain of the Haven and many of his harbor guards were loyal to Belacor, the Scourge, and the heirs of Castamere. Nearly all of them were slain in the mutiny, but as you might imagine, having fewer men has made my efforts to rebuild the Sailhaven far more difficult. And I will not be made to look the fool when Tumuldo Fiercewater returns from his voyage. Rumors abound of the heirs sworn. Wow, that is a hard one. Let's try it again. Rumors abound of the heirs sworn and their plots in Umbar, but aside from the few that hurl insults from the decks of their ships in the harbor, I see no greater plan at play in the free city. I only know what I have seen with my own eyes, and to speak plainly, I am not the young sailor I once was. To that end, I would ask that you speak to Zemera, the new master of the Sailors' Guild, as well as Ahud and Ramax, the foremen of the shipyards in the Sailhaven. If there is an imminent threat to Umbar, they will know of it. Okay. And we can't go inside. Oh, he's got more quests. Let's click him again.
Might you spare me a moment?
It is great. It is a great shame of mine that the harbor has been left in such disarray since the mutiny's end. There are vast patches of filth floating in the water, and it seems that almost every morning I wake to the news that another I hate that word, trader has mysteriously found their way into the waters of the Sailhaven. As captain of the Haven, I have many duties that demand my attention, and as obvious a problem as this is, I simply have not had the time or men to spare to see to it. I know what I ask of you, so I will see to it that you are well compensated for this task. Will you help me to cleanse the harbor? Yes. Okay, no other quest. And he doesn't have anything. Gimli and Legolas have showed up, and my character has ran right by them. Okay.
Where has Nicosi Wave Reaper gone? I do not like this.
They say elves and dwarves cause trouble. I say vengeful widows are more likely to cause trouble than we are, and that trouble will be worse.
Gimli and I will keep our eyes open for some sign of Nicosi Wave Reaper.
It is true that she may cause difficulty for us if she finds us before we locate the ones she took captive. We will not relax our vigilance. Ah, here we go. We get a new piece of clothing, and it's worse than what I have because I actually crafted mine and it was a special recipe. Vital Essence, that's the other new one I talked about. I don't have any Vital Essences to put in there. We will take it and just leave it at that. Alright, so we have finished that one. What is that? Unrest in the Cell Haven. Isn't that where we had found Gimli a while ago? No matter, we'll go over there anyway. Alright. Disgusting harbor filth. Ah, I see. Probably part of the quest that we gotta do. Oh, that's another thing you'll notice in the Corsairs of Umbar is not just stable masters, but harbor, dock masters as well.
Umbar is a free city at last.
Alright, so didn't I have some disgusting filth marked or something? There it is. We will destroy that filth. Alright, 1 of 12. We have a lot to go. Let's go just jump in. We're going to swim around this side over here. Oh, corpse of air-sworn traitor. My brain wants to say H, pronounce that, but it's an air. So I have to stop my brain when I'm trying to read it and say, no, not a hair, an air-sworn. And man, that is rough to do. There's another disgusting filth. Wow, another one. It's kind of disgusting. Not kinda, it is disgusting. I would assume there would have been more. Alright, we'll go up here and see if there's something we can find on the other side. Yep. Sure enough, another corpse. See how many people, non-anonymous people, are logged into the server right now. 792. Not bad. I've seen it upwards of 1,200. Hold it. I have a quest over here. Being an early Sunday time, I imagine it'll get a lot more busy here in a few hours.
What will become of us now?
Did you see it? There's a beast loose in the Cell Haven. Burst out of that crate over there, and then it ran off into the Cell Haven. It was so swift that it even tore up some of the stonework as it went. I'm told that the shipment was for the dwarf Hanuk, and if I've nothing to offer him, it won't be long before word reaches Kultek and the rest of the kindred of the coins. What am I going to do? If Eshman finds out, he'll have my head. Won't you help me? I will try to help you. Broken from the inside. Stonework. Oh, okay. Ah, we have a trail here. Where does he go from here? Has been damaged much. Yeah, but where'd he go? Oh, there's another one up here. It's a cave claw, okay. As you approach the cave claw, you can tell that it is deeply distressed and overwhelmed by its new surroundings in Umbar Baharbel. Deciding that it might be unwise to try to capture the creature yourself, you look about the alley and notice a few sacks of potatoes. You hope that offering it something in kindness might soothe the cave claw's fears. Kindness appears to have calmed the cave claw, and you hear a voice behind you.
How might I be of service?
Ah, you have found my new companion. I spoke to Tabarum, and much the same as you, I suppose my path led me to this alley. It is all right, friend. I can handle this matter from here, and I think this cave claw will find quite the pleasant home in the shoreward stone. I do thank you for helping to calm him down, though. It is quite the experience to walk the streets of Umbar Bahabel, and if we are being honest, it can be a bit much for anyone. I must confess, though, I do not know your name. What is it? You tell Hennick your name, and he smiles. Ah, well, that might be a strange name for a cave claw, but we'll give it a try. You have my thanks. So he is named the cave claw Lorendon, apparently. Alright, where to now? Let's go this way. It's starting to rain. See, I thought this is where I was, where Gimli was before. Countless laborers and shipmen work tirelessly to construct new ships in the Sailhaven.
Leave me to my sorrows.
Yes, you tell Hood that Eshman hopes to assess the threat of the lingering air swarm in the Sailhaven. In addition, he wishes to learn if they have troubled the work at the shipyards of Umbar Baharbel. Hood nods and smirks. The Moldau chose wisely, I think. Age has not slowed Eshman in the least, and though he might seem a kindly old man at first glance, he is every bit as vicious as his predecessor. The only difference between the two of them is that Eshman fights for the people of the Free City, and of course, that he did not end up in the waters of the harbor with a spear through his back. Nevertheless, I can say with certainty that none of the Airsworn have troubled this shipyard. I have only employed shipmen from the Sailors' Guild since the mutiny, and even so, have conducted routine inspections of these ships at every stage of their construction. I have seen the Airsworn cowering at their ships at the edges of the harbor, but aside from petty theft and harassment, they pose little threat to our work here in Sailhaven. It seems they mean to pillage the city and scatter like rats before the kindred can slay the last of them. I say let them. Death would be a kindness for them. Let them suffer their shame in exile. Nothing else there. We do have something over here. Probably gonna be filth. Yeah, there's a filth right there. I got a lot of these filths to find. That was only number 4 of 12. What else we got? Something out here. Another corpse. What is the white one? The cost of mutiny. Remove disgusting harbor filth. Okay, so that is, yeah. good coffee. It's interesting that there is a spot right there. I may end up having to go back for that. Somehow I missed that. Just got a feeling there's something over here. Yep, a corpse. That's what those are. Okay, because the circles disappear when you pick up the corpses. Going around these ships, I don't know why, but it just gives me major vibes of back in EverQuest. This one expansion that had all of the pirates and stuff. And there was this area where it was a bunch of ships and you would go fight on the ships, you know. I can't remember what that was called. Drawing a complete blank of the name of the expansion even. But I remember doing that a lot. I enjoyed that spot. Camping those ships. Nothing over here? Alright. I guess I've already got that corpse, so it won't let me target it. So on the other side of the dock. Let's go this way, see if we find another one up around here. Who would have thought I'd be swimming so much in this expansion? Oh, hold on. I got one way out here. Don't want to pass that up while I'm here. While we're doing that, how's my inventory looking? Absolutely fine. We got a couple of coins for allegiance stuff. And humble essence box. We'll take one of these. We won't be putting those pants on. Does this go into anything? Nope, I don't have anything to put that in right now. And while we're checking, where are we at on this? 1400 of 17. I don't know if I can get to that from here. Can I go under this? Nope. Can I jump up there? Nope. Out and around. The other side of the dock. So let's go up on this. Alright, so that's 12 of 12. We got to turn in. Okay, so let's go back up there and turn it in. Come on, get on your mount.
Might you spare me a moment?
It is unpleasant work, but I am afraid it is necessary, especially in the wake of the mutiny. It will not be long before the rest of the Airsworn are routed or slain, but I only hope that some of my kinsmen will give more careful thought to where they dispose of them. After all, these are our waters. Hey, we got a deed we completed. Tales of the Free City, so we completed quest here, I believe. Alright. New deed bestowed. This is the advanced version of quest. And we gained 5 Lotro points. Does he have a follow-up quest? He does not. Let's check our inventory. We'll use the coin. Getting very close here. 200 more on that is all we need. Let's check our reward track. Oh, we can claim some stuff. Alright, let's do it. Hey, one more and we get our new pet from the reward track. I need ancient script. I need ancient script like crazy. And runes. What was our tracery? This is Fury of Blades damage. So if we go over here and we look, it's not there. Fury of Blades damage is a 28%, and this one was bigger than that. So we actually just got an upgrade. So it's right there, 28%. And this one that we just got is at 31.5%. That's an awesome upgrade. Yeah, that's sweet. Let's see what we got for traceries. I tend to do the these at the top, the heraldry ones first, because that's your primary skill and it'll update, you know, most everything. So I try to max those out first before anything else. Alright, that is that. We need to do some more questing, but I need to go use the restroom. So I'm going to take a little break here, and I think I'm going to take a break and get some lunch, actually. And then I'll be back in a little while. I probably need to go to the grocery store as well, so it may be a bit, but be sure to follow, subscribe, and do all those things, like, share, and blah, 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 blah. And like I said before, if you want to join us on the Lorebound Walkers over on the Peregrine server, head to Ferone.com, click on the gnome's face, then click on the Discord server link, and you can find us there. Introduce yourself in the introductions, and we'll get you set up. Until next time, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, night, morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is